Hello everyone, I'm Chun, I'm the Minister for Education. With me here today are 4 students and they're going to share with us their life stories.
Hi everyone, my name is Ethan. I'm a third year student in Temasek Polytechnic pursuing a diploma in social sciences in gerontology.
I'm Adila. I'm currently doing nursing at Ngee Ann Polytechnic and I'm currently at my final year.
I'm Enzo. I'm a current year 2 student in Rome Pioneer Junior College taking the art stream.
I'm Ezekiel. I am currently studying high tech in mechatronics and robotics in IT US.
Okay, how about we start with Ethan? Can you share with us your education journey?
I went to NITEC in fitness training at IT College Central. Then from there, I applied for the social sciences in gerontology. Gerontology is basically the study of older adults, process of their aging. Now, I'm actually interning at Touch Community Services as a medical escort.
NITEC in fitness training.
Yes,
What a
yes.
change.
Yes.
How about you, Adela?
After O-levels, I went to CJC. I couldn't make it to university, so I decided to transfer out. And then I went to Millennium Institute to complete A-levels. And then I didn't do very well for A-levels, so I decided to make a detour to Ngee Ann Poly instead. And now I'm in nursing and doing my final year.
Right, going to graduate soon.
Yes.
Here is my education journey. This was like just a random picture that I took in poly. I initially thought like it was going to be quite enjoyable, but then I later realized that it was really not what I expected it to be. During my transition to JC, there were a lot of uncertainties. There was a lot of fear inside me. But other than that, I also think that there's a lot of hope and perseverance. And then here are like my most important people that actually supported me throughout my journey in JC.
I stumbled upon a course in ITE. That is where I found my passion for learning. Thanks to my friends and my course advisors, after I graduate my NITEC, I felt very, very happy. Currently, I am doing my internship and I can't wait to graduate and move on to poly.
Okay, so how did your family react to your choice of course?
Okay, that's a very funny story. In my mother, right, her mind, that's the first course that she struck off. yeah, of course, I tried to convince her.
Yeah, during like my transition to poly to JC, right, I had to do a lot of like convincing with my parents. I had to really come up with like a plan to like show my parents that this is like what I want to do like in JC and how I'm going to like achieve that.
Yeah, like I think I took quite a while to convince my parents. I think it took my whole A-level years to convince my parents. It's the plan that you need to have from the
You need
start.
to own your
Yeah,
plan.
correct. And then present to them. Then I guess like that's how parents will be more accepting because they know where you are going to. Yeah.
So Ethan, what made you switch from fitness training to gerontology?
During my NITEC in fitness training, there was this module called the fitness program design. We are acting as personal trainers and we train a client. I was training this client who is 47-year-old. There are certain things that she can do and there are certain things that she cannot do. So I realized that I should find out more about older adults. So that's where it sparked me to actually go into that line.
You understood more about fitness. From fitness, you understand the opportunities in gerontology.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. But you never thought about doing this when you were young. And you
Oh.
probably didn't know that this line existed when you were young.
yeah.
What about Adela?
I think for me, like I went back to what I wanted to do when I was younger. But during A-levels, at the point of time, what I wanted was the easiest way out. So I tried going to the ECG counselor. He is the one who actually crafted out the plan for me. Then it's actually not my own plan. That's why no matter what, the convincing like towards my parents didn't really work. End up, I just stayed through A-levels. I decided to join poly. I thought back of doing healthcare again. So yeah, I'm doing nursing now.
Oh, good.
Last year.
Yeah, good for you. You found your calling. Actually, your chart reminds me of these diagrams that MOE draws, It's really about multiple pathway of success, because when one path doesn't work, there's always another path. But I'm glad that throughout the journey, you found out what you really like to do and you found a place that can appeal to your passion.
Yeah. As for poly, we are concentrating on different modules during different semesters, and that's why it's more manageable for me.
Oh, Enzo, you have quite a different experience. You went from poly to JC. Quite different from the two of them. How was your experience like?
So far, it's been quite well. There was a lot of fear and anxiety, but slowly it went away with the supportive environment I had. And I really genuinely enjoyed like the subjects I took in JC.
Is your family happy with your decision now?
I mean, now they're like very happy to see me doing like...
They're happy because they see you happy.
Yeah, they're like quite proud of me also.
Because you must have a supportive network. More important to choose what you are really passionate in rather than just to try and run on the treadmill and finish the course as soon as you can. How about Ezekiel? You have heard from the three of them who have gone through the poly route. What are your thoughts now?
I feel nervous to go to poly.
You feel nervous?
Yeah.
Why do you feel nervous?
Because knowing that he has a lot of theory compared to IT, where they provide a lot of hands-on work. But after hearing their experience in poly and also after going through high NITEC, I also feel a little bit more confident to go to poly. I wanted to take things slow and one at a time. Back in secondary school, I really love sports, so I took it as a subject in my O-levels. In the middle of the module, my grandma passed on and my grandfather had stroke. So since then, I had to juggle work and school at the same time.
So you take care of your grandfather
Yeah.
now?
Now I'm still taking care of my grandfather.
Right. That must be tough on you.
So, yeah.
How was your experience in ITE?
Initially, when I started IT, I felt very, very left behind. But thanks to my course advisor, Mr. Nelson, he guided me through from the beginning until now.
He's still mentoring you.
Yeah, he's still mentoring me.
So like Ezekiel, right? I also had like a teacher, my current like JC math teacher, it's Mr. Kang. He always had this passion in him because JC math is like really quite hard to understand at times.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. He will always still like attend to my consults. I feel very appreciative of that also. And I think like he's the reason like why like I also want to become like a JC like math teacher in the future, if possible.
Very good. I'll give you the MOE sign up form later. During my time, you either finish school, and if you don't do well and you can't continue in your school, you just go out to work. But now, your generation, I think the good thing is that you all have many choices that cater to your interests and caters to your passion. How about you share with us your definition of success?
My definition of success is that happiness is key to success. Number one for me is praying, and then followed by family. If I can provide enough for my family, basically I'm succeeding. Although I'm still struggling from juggling between work and study, I believe that I provide enough for my family and that makes me happy lah. And lastly is that if I can do well in my future, then I'm happy lah.
What would you like to do in the future?
I would like to work in the oil and gas industry.
Oil and gas industry.
Same as my auntie and one of my friends who also work in an oil and gas industry.
So they are the ones who inspire you to join the industry.
Yes, correct.
So for my idea of success is that everything leads to passion. I'll take bite-sized steps, achieving small goals. Then you have motivation, so you get continue. So the motivation will slowly increase. Best is to also have the growth mindset so that you can even have lifelong learning. So this is what I learned from my alumni who organize like talks for the course or through the internet. So lifelong learning will help me to upskill so that it can actually help me to provide better service in the near future. The other thing will be having a work-life balance and having passion in what I do so that it leads me to be very happy. That's why you can see one person jumping there. Yes. So with passion, anything can be possible.
For me, I still think academic validation is how I define success as. I used to think like success will be going to university in 6 years. But then now, I'm still reaching that success. It just doesn't matter how long I take to reach there. At least I have like better prospects in the future for me to go to university. Yeah.
For me, like I wanted to like craft my own definition of success, right? Because I really don't want to buy into that conventional mindset where like success means like earning like very high salary or like having a prestigious job. For my own definition, right, I just feel like I really like want to find out who I am as a person first. I just want to keep my options open and just be like flexible and adaptable to it. Always do your best. If like you do your best in every task you're given with, I feel like that's something you can be proud of.
So the process is as important as the product.
Yeah.
Each one of you have your unique strengths. The most important thing is to understand how you use your strengths to do good, not just for yourself, but for your family and for the people around you. Actually, success is never defined by a single point in time. You keep trying. Okay, we're going to give you 4 simple questions. And when you are ready, you hold up your answer at the count of 3, 2, 1. Okay? How about the first one? If you could go back in time, would you make the same or different choices? 3, 2, 1. Okay, question number 2. Are you more nervous or excited about your next steps for the future? Would you rather focus on pursuing your passion or allow yourself to explore new options? And last question, in your educational journey, did you follow your head or your heart? There's no correct or wrong answer, and I think both applies. We need to follow our heart, and we also need to use our head to see how best we can chart out the course for ourselves. I think from today's sharing, it's quite obvious that all of you are unique individuals and all of you have different definitions of success. But whatever you do, I hope your accomplishments are but a means to an end, whereby you have the goal to serve not just yourself, but your families and the wider society. I wish you all the very best and thank you for inspiring us with your stories.